Hello everyone. Today we had a journey. We started from Kohima and we journeyed for 1 hour 10 minutes and we came into the new district of Tseminyu. And we came across new roads, we came across the new town, and with it, the new district, I believe there are new opportunities coming up. And we are so glad to be here with a special edition of Novo Symposium and at Tseminyü with the new entrepreneurs of Tseminyu. Thank you so much for being with us, 4 of you from Tseminyu. And we are glad to be here also. Novo Symposium is a business sketch. It's a discussion series under a media platform for entrepreneurs of Nagaland and Northeast India. And our platform is called Northeast India and Beyond. So before that, I'm Wabang. I'm the producer and I'm also the promoter and director of Highland Dawn Media, online media house in Kohima.
And I am Sekulu, Nienu, the co-host for today. And then we are so excited and so glad to be here at Tseminyu. Today we have here with us 4 brilliant upcoming entrepreneurs from Tseminyu, Nagaland. So let us all start off with introducing ourselves, shall we? So let's start from my right side.
Hello, I am Solonse. I run Tseminyü online store. I am also a teacher at Baptist Higher Secondary School.
Hello, I'm Imliang Raiyer, proprietor and trainer here at Life Fitness Gym Tseminyu.
Hello, I'm Hisin Shachala, also known as by my nickname Sasha. I'm a fashion designer and I have a boutique in Tseminyü, which is in the heart of Tseminyü. And I'm a fashion designer, so I do customized clothing for clients and also do casual and formal wear. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Angelo. I'm the manager and HR administrator of Tepzen Enterprise, Tseminyü Town.
Thank you all. We have 4 entrepreneurs from different fields of entrepreneurship here in Tseminyu. We are glad to have a person from a gym owner, and an online person, and also a designer, as well as a feed manufacturing company. Thank you. So for today, our 4 upcoming fellow entrepreneurs from Tseminyu, today what we'll do is we'll interact with one another. We'll talk about our businesses, and we'll also explain, share about what you are doing, and we discuss together. It's like a peer-to-peer discussion. We don't have a specialist or a senior person to advise, but we discuss among ourselves, interact, and then we hopefully come up with new suggestions whereby we as entrepreneurs can also benefit, as well as our fellow entrepreneurs, yourself or anybody watching could also benefit.
So yes, please allow me to introduce our show here again. Novo Symposium is a monthly business sketch. So it is a video series under Northeast India and Beyond NEIB network. So NEIB is an online entrepreneur media forum which was initiated by Highland Dawn Media, HDM.
So once again, for our discussion today, each of us will introduce ourselves, our businesses, and then we'll discuss about that. You also perhaps share your story, if it's in a story form, or if it's in whatever form it is, and the issues you are facing, so that we can discuss about solutions together. And then after that, we'll have a few questions from the host, from us, and then we'll keep on discussing. So over to you.
So yes, this will be more like a peer-to-peer discussion, all right? So it'll be kind of like supportive, and which will also have reviews, and we'll all be learning from each other. So now everyone will share about their businesses, about their clients, their experiences, and also about their challenges and the problems that you face as entrepreneurs. And also you'll be talking about or sharing about your, your target goals and your aspirations one by one. All right. So this will be, like Sir mentioned, it will be followed by a few questions from the host, and then peer-to-peer discussion, and there will be support based on our fellow, as in your observation and your feedbacks, so to try and maybe possibly help each other to improve each other's businesses. Okay, so let's start to introduce our businesses and issues, highlight the issues that you face one by one. So let's start from my right side again.
Okay, thank you for the time. As mentioned earlier, I'm Solonse and I run Tseminyu online store. Tseminyu online store was established on the backdrop and on the thought that to be a little selfish here, that people of Tseminyu should get an insight into this online stuff. Everything is going online these days, and I felt me and my niece actually, we felt that Tseminyü people should also get access to doing things online, and that is why Tseminyü online store was established. We are a year now, and initially it was a very good time because it was during the peak of pandemic, and we did not want it to be an ordinary store. So we started off with very unusual captions for our store, and I'm very happy to all the meme pages, especially all the meme pages of Nagaland in Instagram. Those who are running, shout out to you all. Thank you for making my store quite viral. It was quite popular during last year initially when it was started, and that is when we started to gain popularity, especially among the youngsters. People who buy from our store are usually young people, students, and we also like to communicate with people. And when they buy, we ask them why do they buy from us, and their replies usually would be, we like to support young people, or we would like to support a Naga entrepreneur, and that is what comes in their mind. And therefore, we are very grateful to all those young people who buy from us. And as of now, there is not much issue that we face. There is this only one problem, that is the delay in deliveries, which happens a lot. And then people those who do online, people those who trade online will know that thing better. And our dream is not a big dream. Our dream is to make sure that our fellow entrepreneurs are doing well as well. Everyone is doing well together. Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, that was very fascinating, a very new kind of business which is attracting new and young customers. And then talking about your promotional strategy, and also you were saying you started off with a meme which became very popular. Besides that, any other things which you did, promotion?
The meme pages have already done their promotion, and we are very thankful for them. Usually when businesses in Instagram, they flourish when bigger pages give shout out to the small pages like ours. So there is a shout out for shout out. Some people, they buy and they advertise our products again, and we are usually grateful to people who have a lot of followers in Instagram. When they buy from us, we would usually send them a freebies or but we make sure that in almost all the deliveries, we provide with them a handwritten note saying thank you in all the languages that we know. We also do a giveaway event from time to time, because who doesn't like gifts as well? And yes, a lot of people take part there again, and it indirectly promotes our page again. So those are a few things that we try to attract more people. Yes.
Indeed, other districts, other entrepreneurs can learn from you. That is great. That's great. Anything from your side? Questions?
Yeah, so sometimes have you ever come across or have you ever faced any customer, being dissatisfied? So if at all, if it was a yes, then how did you deal with it?
Okay, as of now, we are very grateful to be having only a kind customers. So yes, but if there need be any kind of issue where people are not satisfied with their product, we make sure that it is returned to us, and then we send them a new one with an apology letter or so. For the products, there has not been any problems as of now, but people being a little rude to our delivery services, we have had that cases, and what else can we do? So, but hopefully people will learn to be kinder towards each other in the future. Yes.
What would you say is one thing that sets you apart from other people with the same business?
Okay. Thank you. That is a very interesting question, and a lot of things are actually there, but I would just like to mention a few. Tseminyü online store doesn't believe in excelling by itself. It is here we believe that we will grow along with other people. So the growth of my fellow entrepreneurs is very important for the growth of a Tseminyü online store. And what separates us from other online stores is that this thing. When people visit other online store, they would usually check the prices and maybe not buy anymore, or they would usually admire the products and leave it. But it is, and I'm going to be a little proud on this matter, but when people visit Tseminyü online store, it will surely leave a smile on people's faces. That I can guarantee. It will be sounding cringy to some people as well, but a smile is guaranteed, and the prices will not blow you off as well. We make sure that the products there are very affordable to all groups of people, and yes, the smile, spreading happiness is our main aim.
Beautiful.
Great.
Okay, so there are a lot of online stores, mushrooming and not just coming up, but being successful. So, how do you compete to rise above, above your competition?
Okay. Yes, a lot of businesses are flourishing and everyone is taking everything online, all the thrift shop, especially there is a growth in the thrift shop. Yes, the thrift shop these days. Thrift. So a lot of the time, people will usually open a store and then leave it, and then many people are flourishing as well. And like I've mentioned earlier, Tseminyü online store, the biggest competition for us is not other stores again. It is us ourselves. We are always trying to be better than what we were in the days before. We are. The competition is to provide better services, is to make, if we have made people smile, then now we will try to make people laugh. Yes, and if our products have been cheap, then we will try to make it cheaper again. If our services have been good, then we will try to make it better. And the biggest competition is, like I said, it's not other people, but it is us ourselves. And when people establishes their business online, it is not a matter of competition again. It is very important that we may or may not buy from them, but it is very important that we support each other in all the ways that we can.
Yeah, two questions. What would be some of the products you are concentrating on in your store? And then secondly, what is your most profitable and recognizable product in your services?
Okay. A lot of people have shared their stories. When we post, maybe they don't usually buy. A lot of people don't buy, but people share their stories that this caption is good, or where do you get these captions from? And so, yes, all those things happen in our store. A lot of people, since we the business owners, we know who is saving our stories and who has watched this. The little power is, and then we make sure that our captions are in Nagamese so that it is accessible to a lot of Northeast people as well. So there is this particular shoe on the store. Yes, in the store that is the most popular in Instagram. So I've mentioned a shoe which is wearable in all the occasions, whether for practice or since Naga people during winter, everyone is always occupied with practices and all. So that is the thing. So for practices or for jungle, whether they want to go to jungle or whether they want to use it for rough, that is the most popular product out there in Instagram. And whereas for selling, there's this one particular product which consists of 4 bed sheets with 2 pillow covers each. So, and we get those in queen size, and it is only at 900 rupees. So when we have to buy in single piece in offline stores, it will be costing a lot. But in the store, in online store, we provide at only rupees 900, and I think that is the best seller among all the products. Yeah.
You deliver to which places?
Okay, the deliveries, the main target is, like we said, Tseminyü town and the Rengmas people are the main focus, but we deliver to all India. So because there are so many delivery chains, now it is accessible to any part of India. So people anywhere from India can order it, and it will be, yes, it will be delivered to them at their doorstep.
Great. Great. I think it's good to know that, I mean, like even we can deliver to Tseminyü and outside and beyond, right? So how is the local delivery chain here? I mean, is it workable? I mean, is it good?
In Tseminyü, I am I'm the delivery agent myself again. So yes, in Tseminyü we are not in contact with any of the delivery agents since we know all the places. I take the help of my friends to go to neighboring areas if it is for Tseminyü, and then very grateful to since we are not very well established as of now, we are not also in partnership with any delivery chains again. So it is friends who are staying in other places, they do the delivery. While if it when it is out of Nagaland, we use some other delivery chains. So that is how a delivery is done from Tseminyü online store to other places.
Okay, that was a very interesting story to learn and to hear about. We can move to the next entrepreneur.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Liang Raya, and I am the proprietor of Life Fitness Gym here at Tseminyu. We started our gym this year at June, and till now it's going great. We're happy with the public's response till now.
This is the first gym.
Yeah, it's the first gym here. And I began my gymming days when I was in college, in St. Joseph's Jakama College, during my final years. And from there I started gymming. Well, the story how I joined the gym is in a very unexpected manner. One day while coming back home from college, one of my friends introduced me to his gym. And since from there on, I have been wholly addicted to fitness lifestyle. And back in 2016. So it's been quite a few years till now that I've been gymming. And during those days, I was staying in Kohima. So whenever I come back to my hometown, there were no gyms here. So suddenly I got the idea that why don't I open a gym here, so that not only me but even others could reap the benefit of being leading a healthy lifestyle, and so on.
So you identified a need which was there. I mean, you found something wanting and you addressed that need, right? There's something which all entrepreneurs do, right? So you find a need in your town, in your locality, and then you find that there's requirement for it, and you yourself fill that need. So how's your business going on, like right now?
The response is very good. It's going well now. We have around 80 plus registered members now.
Oh wow! Within
That's a
1
good
year,
number.
80.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, a few months.
So
And we have members from all ages groups, from even young people to even the older people.
people want to be fit, huh?
Of course, everybody wants to be fit.
How would you describe your beginning in a physical fitness, in a state like Nagaland where fitness is just relatively new? How would you describe your?
Well, in the beginning, the knowledge about fitness was a bit scarce. But now with the ongoing rapid development of social medias and everything, I think even our people are getting to know about fitness and healthy lifestyle much better now. And one best example will be the street fitness that is being held in Kohima. In the beginning, maybe 3 or 4 years back, only few people will come and gather during such events. But in recent times, even this year, there were more than 300 to 400 people gathering on such occasions. So I think the knowledge about fitness is growing really rapid. And in the coming maybe 4 to 5 years, I think it will be a very big industry here.
Okay. I was just curious and I just wanted to know, how do you approach your clients and what kind of training do you give to your clients?
For clients, as we know that every person's body has different capabilities and different structures, everybody has. So according to each person's need, we'll ask them about their fitness goals firstly, and we'll go, and according to that, we'll schedule their workout plans and everything.
What about the age group? Which age do you think is more susceptible?
I think for physical fitness and everything related activities, I think the age group around 20 to 30, they are more susceptible to life fitness and all.
Okay, and also just curious, how is the response from women?
Women?
Yes.
From women to, it's not that bad even here. We have even moms who are coming and working out. They are putting in really good work.
Appreciate it. So what is your ultimate target or ultimate goal?
About my ultimate goal, even as a trainer, I'm still competing. Even in the next few months, we're having some 2-3 shows. And my goal is that firstly qualify on this competition, the state level, and gradually move on to national levels and international levels in the future.
You've been participating in state level competitions also in other towns.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is your preferred style of encouragement, for your clients during their specific training?
There's no specific one method or one rule there, but whenever I work with my clients, I usually talk to them about their goals. I impress upon them that they need to achieve their goals. So yeah, whenever it's any person who has a goal, if there's any specific goal told to them, they achieve it by any means.
Okay, is there any issue, is there any problem or issue which you face here locally, which you would like to address?
One of the major issues that our people are still not so welcoming to this type of new activities such as fitness or weightlifting. There are many myths and many misconceptions about these things, so especially the older generations. Everyone, whenever the word gym comes, they always think about those huge bodily muscles, guys, or everything that. But fitness is not only that. It's about living a healthy lifestyle, having good nutrition and everything, maintaining not only physically but with good mental health too.
I think I'll open up that question also to our panel here. Like, how would you address this issue? You know, like you're saying that there's not so much of local acceptance or among the older generation perhaps. So how would you, in your district, how would you go about trying to improve more awareness as well as acceptance of his business?
For me, a lot of people think gymming is just about the body, but like as my friend Younger has already mentioned, it is not just about the body. People who usually go to gym are usually very well disciplined in life as well. So people need to know that it is not just about the body that they are building, it is about the character that they are building, the mindset changes. People begin to be more disciplined even in their day's activity. People, those who go to gym doesn't take a bad food and all, so it will be like blessing for our parents again that people are not consuming tobacco or alcohol. So for people those who go to gym, those are not encouraged at all. So for Nagas, that is a social taboo. Alcohol and tobacco products is a social taboo, and then people those who go to gym are discouraged. So that could also be one thing he could use, or the people, those gym owners could use that example to woo people again. Like I said, it's not just about the body, but the character, the overall development is what happened in the gym. That's what I believe, and that idea needs to be put forward.
Exactly. Healthy body, healthy mindset, healthy habits,
disciplined lifestyle.
Disciplined lifestyle, so
yes.
many things.
Yes.
Yourself personally, do you go to gym?
I am planning to, but because of being a teacher, and then there's this time, and it is just my problem. I've been involving in a lot of other social activities again. So, but I strictly follow what they do. So I'm like partly a gym goer. I'm a big promoter of live fitness gym as well.
Oh, great. And you're strong in social media, so you can really help out your fellow entrepreneurs.
Yes,
This helps out a
social
lot.
media is very powerful.
Great.
Indeed.
Okay, any comments or
No comments.
so far? Perhaps you'll comment in the next round. So thank you, Younger. And perhaps now we'll go to our lady designer here, and if you can share your story, and then we'll proceed that way.
Once again, my name is Sasha, and I'm the proprietor of Sasha Label. And currently now I have 4 employees working under me. Sasha Label was started in the year 2019 during the pandemic. When all the business was shut down, I was working at home by myself and started my small business. I came back from Kolkata. I was working there, so during the pandemic, I came and started my business, and for now it's going very well. Year by year, my employees are also increasing, and even my clients, they are increasing. They come back. I'm actually not very active in social media, but from the reviews of my clients, they used to pass the good reviews to other people. So that, it's actually increasing.
That's great. Your story is interesting. I think many of us got ideas during the pandemic. We started something, and even myself also, I started new course. I started learning other businesses, And that's very good. That's interesting, and that's making positive use out of a bad situation, making a lemonade out of the lemon. As a fashion designer and as a person, perhaps you are that because you love fashion, right? So, what is your favorite part of being in the fashion industry?
My favorite part is like designing the clothes, like making the fabric come into a life into someone, people body, creating happiness through comforts, confidence, and also like what I love the most is giving a transformative change in the clothes that I make, because clothes can give you confidence, and clothes that you wear can that shows how you are. That's all.
So can you tell us or share us a little bit about your working experiences? You know, you working with different photographers, different designers, and different models.
In fashion industry, like photographers, models, and designers, they should work hand in hand. They must understand each other. Like from my working experience till now, I haven't had any problem or difficulties with the photographers or designers or the models, because like before we start the work or the shoot or anything, like first I actually make the photographers and the models understand my concept, like what I'm trying to portray. They have to understand that. Only then we'll be able to work and understand each other. So till now I haven't had any problem, but during my work days, like when I was working outside, it was very challenging for me, because like everyone, they have different personal tastes. So like my concept, the other designer may not understand, even me, I may not understand the other designer taste also. Like it's quite challenging, but it's fun working there. We can understand a lot of new things working in the industry.
Okay. So can you share, you know, one greatest lesson that you have learned while working or being in the fashion industry?
Actually, I have learned a lot, but one of the greatest lessons I've learned being in the fashion industry is like, one is we have to be very hardworking. Like even people are sleeping also. Like when we get orders, we have to complete the orders in time. So like we have to be very hardworking, very creative, and also like there used to be lots of criticism in this field, because like I said, everyone got different personal taste. So which you like may not be liked by others. So but taking all those negative points, understanding it and making use of it, that's the best point.
You are talking about some of your experiences here. Perhaps you are also involved in the Miss Tseminyü pageant.
Yes.
In what way?
I'm doing the ethnic fashion for the beauty pageant.
Okay.
That's very interesting.
Fusion.
So what do you do there?
Like it's a Rema district pageant, so I'm making use of the ethnic fashion with modern fashion. I'm making use of both that, and I'm doing the evening wear, like mostly the evening gowns, and also it's a fusion of ethnic with modern.
Okay, back to like your traditional fashion. Historically speaking also, or perhaps even the present time, how has been the culture in terms of traditional designs in Tseminyü? What is your observation?
Our cultural identity is very important, but even more our generation now, we are so modernized. So like we are forgetting about the cultural thing. So I think it's best like we have to do the fusion together, so that people recognize our ethnic wear, our ethnicity. So I think we, by giving importance to our ethnic and modern, we have to make use of both together.
Okay. So what would be that one advice or the advice you would want to give to the youngsters who are now pursuing to become future designers?
I would say to the younger generation that if they are going to be a fashion designer, they have choose the best decision, because this is also one field which is very fun. Like after the process is quite challenging during our studies. It's quite very challenging. We have to do lots of hard work. We can't sleep on time, just like the other profession. Fashion design is also, we have to be very creative, very hardworking. There's lots of opportunities that have to be grabbed, because there are still lots of opportunities. Even as we can't grab everything, so I think there are still lots of good scopes out there. So they have to take the price to do all those. So I think they have to sacrifice and take up the course.
Okay.
Nothing comes easy.
You said you employ 4 people, right?
Yes.
So how do you work with them? Do you train them, or how?
2 of them, like, they have experience already. Like, they took up the diploma course. They have one girl. She did her. She was working in one of the production house. So I think, like, it was easy for them to work with them. But some people, like, when they first joined, they knew nothing. So I have to train them from scratch. It was so difficult. Like, for 3 months completely, I have to focus on them, like doing every detailing, everything. I have to explain to them, instruct them, like that.
So all the 4 of them are Tseminyü based.
Yes, all Rema people. And all are ladies.
Awesome.
So you were saying you have to. I mean, it takes a lot of time to train the new people, right?
Yes, yes.
So is that one of your issue, or do you have an issue you would like to talk about? Any
Yes.
other problems you are facing?
Yes, there are some issues people now. They actually, in Nagaland, there's lots of thrift stores, second-hand shops everywhere. Like, people come and compare the second-hand clothing with our product. So it's quite challenging, because they can't understand the price, the quality of the material. So it's quite challenging. I have to explain to them every time. And they used to do, like, they don't understand the designer products for now. Yeah. So it's difficult.
Yeah. Okay. That's. I mean, that's a very relevant thing. I'm hearing it for the first time, because we are not in that industry, but still, then you must be facing that. Any thoughts on how to address that particular issue among our fellow entrepreneurs? I think you don't face that in any other profession, except for maybe fashion, wearables.
Yes. Yeah, most of our, especially our Nagas, what we tend to do is we don't go for the quality. We almost go for the prices. So yeah, there's a lot of comparison always. Even if you go for buying vegetables, they'll still compare. That's true, very true. But they'll still compare. Like, from one shop to another shop, they'll still compare. So definitely when it comes to clothing, there are so many online stores these days. So, like, when you go to online stores, you get thousands of clothes to choose, and then sometimes they just offer at very cheap prices. But when it comes to locally, they don't have, like, varieties of options like they used to get. Or, like, as she just mentioned, like, when you go for a second-hand shop, like, there'll be varieties of clothes, and then they always compare. If you buy second-hand, it will last for like 2-3 years. But if you go for, like, the premium one that you buy from the shop, it will last only 1 year, and they just to compare all this. But at the end of the day, we don't actually realize the importance. So we always go to the comparison.
Maybe a little bit like, organic vegetables, and if we bring it and sell it in our market, the price is usually higher. If you are able to export it, it's premium price, higher price. But here in our own place, we say, I mean, organic, and if the other price is cheaper, we go for that, right? So value is not there. So how to give value in our products, in our local products, like designs or like organic vegetables? No? That is perhaps one question which our we as entrepreneurs need to address, as well as think about seriously, so that others can also value our products.
Actually, our Naga people, we are giving more value to our second-hand clothing and everything. Like we don't give value to local entrepreneurs.
One way is even organic vegetable sellers, they're trying to export it outside, because outside people know the value, right? So in that way also, perhaps if you are able to export or have an option to share it outside, that there may be some potential.
Marketing it outside, no?
There may be some potential, especially if it's original, fusion, traditional, or we are also not in this field, but just throwing it out. Any other thoughts?
So I just wanted to know, your customers are usually based from which age group?
All age group, like even from babies to old people. Oh, that's nice. Okay. And actually, I'm doing according to them, because like outside for designers we do at high prices, but in our state it's quite difficult. So I think I am doing even the wedding collections, everything I'm doing according to the budget friendly prices.
So your orders come mostly from Tseminyü or outside of Tseminyü?
In Tseminyü and like Tseminyü district, around villages, even sometimes from Manipur, even outside Nagaland also. When I when I become active in social media.
That is when you become active.
Oh.
Actually, I can't give time in my social media account.
So how do you scale up in that side? Meaning, like, how do you, keeping in mind your target customer, if you have got more customers from Manipur or from other places, how would you scale it up now? Is it only through digital marketing or only through social media?
Actually, like it's quite difficult because I can't. For designer wear, I have to take the measurement personally so that I can do the perfect fittings, everything. So it's difficult in online. So like, if in the future I'm doing well, then I'm thinking to expand more of my business.
Since we are not into fashion designing, so we don't know how it is the issues you face.
True.
Okay. I think we'll come back. Now we have the next entrepreneur.
My name is Angelo, and I'm the manager of Tepzen Enterprise, and I'm also holding the HR administrator. Before I joined Tepzen Enterprise, I was a teacher in Kohima, so I've been there for 6 years. And like many of you, when the pandemic came, the ideas, the bulbs started glowing, so we also decided to like venture into new projects. Personally, for me, when I was in my college days, I was also running a small shop in Kohima, because since I was in Kohima College, I used to go for the morning shift. So it starts from 6 to 10:30. So in the evening, I don't have anywhere to go. So like, I opened a small shop and like I was running the shop. So like, it was already in me. So when I completed my studies, I always wanted to go for like open a shop and then like see it, and then because it always interested me. But as time went by, again I ventured into teaching, and then like after my graduation in 2009, then from there I've been like going from one private school and then shifting from teaching. So for the past 10 years I've been in school. So I don't know anything much about the outer world. If you ask me about schools, I can tell more. I can say so many things about school. But when it comes to entrepreneurs and enterprise, a friend of mine, he's a doctor and he's specialized in genetics. So he called me up and then he said,
genetics.
Yes. So he called me up and then he said, why don't we start? Why don't we like come together and then we start? Since he is in government sector, like he cannot do personally. So he called me up and why don't we start? So I was here in Tseminyü during pandemic for 2-3 months before the school was closed. So we had a discussion and then I said, okay, let me go up and then we'll start discussing on this. So like for the 1 year we have been discussing and then we started planning on how to start. So the first problem that we faced was to bring the machineries. we don't know what will be the price of the machineries. We don't have any principle in our hand. So
Machinery for what?
for the feeds. So
Animal feeds.
Yeah, animal feeds. We were trying to start animal feeds. So in order to bring the machineries, we have to put so many. We have to invest, but we don't have any principle in our hands. So we have to go to the bank, get loans. So we have already taken 2 loans from the bank. We're still recovering it. So that's how business it goes on. So it's a game of risks. So without risks, we cannot achieve anything. So it's a game of risks. Still now we are still struggling. It's been already 1 year. Our first initial start was in the month of August 2021. So we decided to name us Tepzen Enterprise, and we gave our mottos like feeds, farm, and food. So currently we are dealing with feeds, and then we have farm and the food. That is our project from 2024. We are also planning to start meat processing, so where we can deliver meat also. So that will come under our enterprise. So since it's a conglomeration, so we have mixed everything into one umbrella. So we also have one small shop where we sell our feeds. So then it's adjusted with one clinic also is there. So that's how we are running our enterprise right now. And right now we have 13 employees. Out of 13, 10 are local and 2 are non-local. So we are also trying to give employment opportunity out to our local people. So from different places, some are from Eastern community also we have, and the others are all from our own community. So whenever we have some opportunities, we like to give opportunities to our own local people. We cannot give them much, but still then instead of seeking for someone's help outside of our locality, we have so many people who wants to work.
So you manufacture animal feeds?
Yes.
What is the process? How do you do it?
It's a very long story. We need to go for processing, but I just try to make things very short. We have 4 different kinds of machines. So the first machine is to crunch the raw materials. The raw materials has to be crunched, all the raw materials that we bring.
From what? What is the raw material?
We have some raw materials that is like maize. Maize is the main priority.
Local?
We take local also, and then we take from outside of the states. So for local maize, we get from Zenipoto and Tuingsang district. But our local, we cannot store it for a longer period of time because the insects used to, it is spoiled.
Because it's organic and no
medicine.
Medicine is not there.
And moreover, it's a bit white in color. So we usually use it for pigs. But for poultry, we go out of our state. We go from Assam, then we go to Bihar, West Bengal. So we bring from there. So we get yellow maize from there. So yellow maize is good for poultry. So for yellow maize we go for poultry, and then for white maize we used to take from locally. So we are also trying to promote our local farmers here to start cultivating, harvesting maize so that we can buy from them. Because a few years back, even if they do cultivation, they don't have anywhere to sell. But right now we are here to buy. So in terms of tons and tons, we can just buy from them. So no matter, they don't have to be if we grow this, and what will happen to our, if we cannot sell, so they don't need to be afraid of that. Because we will buy from them. But the thing is, the pricing has to be adjusted, like we already discussed previously.
I mean, you have an advantage because it's not only maize, but so many other agri products which you can, if there's excess, if there's wastage, you can easily buy it, right?
Yeah. But for our feeds, we use maize, we use soya, because most of these raw materials we don't get in Nagaland. We use oil cake, we use the oil rice brands, all these. So this we don't get in Nagaland. So everything we have to go out of Nagaland, and then we have to bring from there. So the main challenges that we face is transportation. The cost might not be very different out there, but the moment we try to bring it from there till up to Guwahati, and from Guwahati it comes to Dimapur, and then from Dimapur it comes up to Tseminyu. So like different stops. The more stops, the more money it goes on. So yeah, really, by the time it reaches us, in case, I'll give you one example. We bought shield grid. So it's used in for manufacturing this layer. The chicks used to lay egg. So because calcium, they need calcium. So we used a little bit of shield grid. So we brought it from Kerala. So they gave us 7 rupees. So it's 7 rupees. So we were very happy. So like we said, we bring 10 tons. So we brought 10 tons. By the time it reaches us, when we were doing a calculation, it came up to 25 rupees per kg. So it's like that. So the prices used to go up automatically. So we also like try to give at the lowest price possible, but due to the price of this transportation, it becomes very difficult. So the main objective is like if we get locally, if we get locally, then if they give us a little bit cheaper price, if we get locally, then we also can sell them at a cheaper price. So like that's how we can help each other. So that's how we also like trying to promote to the people. Right now, we are our feed market in Nagaland like is very big, and moreover we have like very strong, big companies like DHUs, like Godrej, Samrat. So there are many companies from out of state, and they're very strong in Nagaland. So we are competing with them. They've been there for like 40, 50 years, and we started just 1 year back. So it becomes very difficult for us to compete with them, like pricing, the quality. The quality has to be very good. Because if the quality is not good, we cannot compete with them. So if we give good quality again, our price also shoots up. So like we have to adjust with that. So it's a bit difficult for us now, but it's initial. So like we also go, it's okay. Why let it be? We'll just try to penetrate the market. Once everything is done, and then slowly we can do some adjustment. That's what we are planning.
It must be quite interesting to juggle all this, like quite a balance you have to come up. Very interesting, very interesting.
So in piggery farming, I mean, we all know, but infections and diseases are a huge, a major issue, a major problem for the farmers. So, and we also know that the swine flu has been doing its round for quite some time now. So how do you think it affected your business?
I think it was in the month of June, July, and some part of August. It really affected our business. We just went down from like 80, like straight down to 30, or because it really affected us a lot. We were not able to bring raw materials from outside also because like there is no production. So when there is no production, we cannot bring raw materials. So there was very less demand, especially because we all know about African swine fever. So once it comes, with the it just kills everything. Also, there is no cure for that also. So like we are also very we were in a dilemma at that time. So we don't know what will be the prospect. We thought, okay, if this goes on, then what will happen to us? Not like a time came to us like, if this goes on, what will happen to us? But on the other hand, we were like, okay, if there's not bakery, poultry is still there. So why not? We make ourselves confident. Because if we are not confident, like if we start to lack our self-esteem, then definitely everything goes down. So we have to be very strong in our self-esteem also.
I guess in entrepreneurship, you always come across problems and issues which you have to face and handle it, to face it properly so that you learn from it and come out better, more profitable perhaps. And talking about piggery again, what would be some of the best practices and your recommendations for survival in piggery farming?
I might not be able to give the detailed picture. From what I know on, since we have our piggery farm, like from that experience, I can give you some thoughts. But for technically, we have, as I said, we have a doctor, and we also have some scientists from outside of our state who are helping us. So we used to consult them, and since our consultant technically is a vet doctor and he specializes in genetics, so like 24/7, like we used to call him up, like something goes wrong. So what I would like to suggest to other farmers who are trying to go with piggery is like, do you have a connection with the doctors? Because they are whenever something happens, you have to first approach them, and they will give you advices or like medication, anything. They will give it to them, and then they can even come to their farms and like supervise Yeah, and then for bakery, if they want to start a bakery business also is like it's a risky business, like you say. If like the African swine fever comes in, like you might bring 10 piglets, but like it won't go, everything will go away. So it becomes a big loss. So what I would like to suggest is like if you want to start, don't start with with a very big number of piglets. You can just start like with 3-4 small and just see the revenue, what will be the revenue if you go with 4 or 5 pigs. And if you think, okay, if you want to increase, then in the next year you can just increase, and you can keep on increasing each year. But what I like to suggest is don't go for a big number, because when you go for a big number, it will consume more. So it wasn't like if you bring a piglet and if you want to sell your piglet, then you have to at least rear it for 8 to 9 months. So if you have 10 piglets, if you're rearing for 9 months, all the 10 piglets, just imagine the feeds, right? The price of the feeds, they'll consume more. And then only after 9 months, they'll be giving you the principal or the profit, I cannot say, right? So yeah, so if you go with small, then there's a lot of chance that you can go a long way. And then selection of the breeds is very important. If you don't get the good breeds, then you'll be in a loss. So selection of breeds is very important. So right now we have cross breeds, and we also have non-discrete breeds, so which are locally available. We also have that, but we also have cross breeds like Yorkshire, and we have Hampshires, we have large black. So all these we have. So we also give it to farms, those who are willing to go for pig farms. So we also give it to them, because these breeds are they used to give us more profit if you compare with our non-discrete breeds. So yeah, the breeding is very important. The breeds is very important.
So part of your business are you also giving out piglets?
Yes, we do.
How many per month?
We have around 20 sows right now, but within this 2-3 months, there was a complete stop of the sale of piglets also because of the African swine fever. So we have to rear it ourselves. So we are rearing it ourselves, and then just recently, just a few months back only, the business started flourishing. People started to come and buy piglets. So it depends on sometimes in a month 2 sows used to give birth, or sometimes in whole month we don't have any piglets also. In some months there are 3-4 mother they just give piglets. So we cannot calculate exactly at what higher.
You are in an advantageous position because you are also dealing with feeds, and so your feeds they are helping your sows to grow faster, right? Or your piglets to be in a better position than other pigs. We cannot that is also a point to be noted. But what we do in our farm is whatever feeds that we produce, we feed it to our pigs first, because it's an experimental feed. Because we cannot straight away give to someone else. So we give it to our pigs, we do the trial. And then we also have a small poultry unit. So even for poultry feeds, we manufacture and then we give to our poultry first, and then we try to see the growth. So only after that we used to give in the market. So and then because once it goes to the market, we used to have lots of feedbacks. So but we always ignore that, because since we have already trialed at our own farm, but we know. Yes, we have already tested, so we know what is good and what is bad. So whatever they say, we used to take it, and then we also try to improvise in our coming days. During our initial period, we were struggling a lot. We have to work till up to 10, 11 at night. We struggled a lot, so now we are enjoying that fruit, I should say. And then when we were struggling, there was no revenue from our meal. We don't have any revenue. So from the piggery farm only we were generating revenue, and then we are putting aside. So it was a good. So since having a piggery farm along with our meal, so
So that's how it helped us out when we were going down.
Through the first stage, teething problems.
Yes.
It's a very interesting story which Angelo has shared, and we are all from different businesses here. So we'll ask some questions to you also. But before that, do you have any issues which you face, which you would like to discuss?
One of the issues that we faced was the comments from the customers. They are very skeptic, I should say. There are some people. We are not sure whether they have used our product or whether they have not used. Like, we cannot go detail into that. But like, we just get lots of feedbacks that our feeds are like we are using lots of chemicals, like lots of like promoters, and then like if you feed it in a month, like they think that it will grow to a like 100 to 200 kg within a month. Something like that's what they think. So they just it seems like they used to spread rumors in that way. So it's sometimes very difficult to penetrate our local market, especially our local. We don't trust our local people. That is one problem that I've seen. If it's from outside, I'm not condemning the other products but it's just I'm just sharing from my point of view. So like those products which are coming from outside, we have not seen the test results. We have not seen anything. We have not even gone inside their manufacturing unit, how things are being made. But still, they were very happy to use it. But once we started manufacturing, we started selling, like, they were skeptical. Okay, Tepzen enterprise locally made. Now they became like very curious. Like, so they started like putting needles and like searching any dirt they can find, and then like so to pinpoint out, oh, this was there, like so. Initially, it's difficult.
That is a problem issue which we are facing throughout the state, because somehow, why we're not giving preference to locals or want to do more business with the non-locals, or somehow trust issue, or that thing is a dicey thing, which is a mindset thing which we locals need to address also. I mean, one way is true quality, and one way you are doing that is feeding your own pigs before you give it out to the market. So let people know about that. Share your whatever steps, whatever things you are addressing to improve the quality.
Yes.
So that is an issue, really.
Yes.
Any comments about that local critical kind of attitude towards our local products, right?
As of now, what I've seen is, especially our present generation, there are some who are like very willing to help our local entrepreneurs. They really want to help. So we have like some very faithful customers. From the time we incepted our feed mill, they've been buying from us till now. So like we are very thankful to them, and they're the ones who are promoting our feeds also. So like we would like to thank them, and then through them, just recently some new faces we are seeing, and they are all like very young, very energetic. They are not even 30 years. Some even 25, 27 years. They come down and they say, we want to partner with you. We want to promote your feeds. So like we were very happy. So when they come, we don't matter like what amount they have. We don't see that. If you want, okay, we will start. So we just give it now. So yeah, that's very good.
That is a very promising thing among our entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Very young entrepreneurs. They are really coming up. They are really working with their own, knowledgeable also, as well as the issue of trust or the issue of local work. And so like it's very interesting, because why is it only young entrepreneurs, not the older ones? Why are they not coming? Any comment about this issue?
Maybe the pandemic hit the young people harder than the older people. But see, we are moving. I'm not saying anything bad against the older generation, but most of our older generation have grown up on the notion that government job is everything. And now the young people, they are now living that there is life beyond government job also. And usually for the Naga people, if you don't get if you are a Naga and if you have not attempted any government exam, then you are not a real Naga if you have not attempted any government job. And that was the intention some few years back, but now I think the mindset is changing. People are looking more towards sustainable development and this entrepreneurship, and I think the young people are taking this very seriously. So I think that is why entrepreneurs are usually younger people these days. I think.
Right. Actually, two of our younger entrepreneurs just went out. Otherwise, they would have given some comments, because they are now becoming very focused, as well as having all the licenses, having all the formalities in place, having this sort of thing. Earlier generation entrepreneurs didn't care much. They just went kushi. But now, I mean, younger entrepreneurs are very focused, as well as licensed, as well as get themselves tip top in terms of many fields of entrepreneurship. Do you have any other comments about this very interesting Tepzen enterprise business about animal feeds? It's got a lot of potential.
Yes, of course. And I think almost all the people in Tseminyü town use their products. Yes.
And as well as they are going to use your products also.
Yes, everyone should support each other.
For very promising entrepreneurs from Tseminyü here. We encourage our viewers, as well as people from Tseminyü, to go and explore their businesses, as well as come to them, share their businesses, because they are your local people here.
Yes, I would like to ask something. So according to you, what do you think is the future of animal feeds in Nagaland?
Okay, Nagaland is really, I should say, it's very potential for animal. Maybe in terms of like cattle, it can be cows, sheep, or anything. We have a very big, huge potential, because our market is very big. Because we are lovers of meat. So
80% we are exporting from outside.
Yes.
So now if we start, producing it here, then huge potential.
Yeah, there's a huge potential. The thing is, like I said previously, the pricing becomes a big problem for other districts, something like the eastern. So if they come to us, the price will be the price that we give to them might be lower than the other that they get. But when it comes to transportation and they go back, then it goes higher. So they go down to Assam, which is the nearest, and then they take from there. So I think last month there was one SAG group. They wanted to take from us. But like I said, due to this problem, what we did was like we sent them premixes instead of feeds. We mixed the vitamins that we use in our feeds. We mix it and then we package it and we send it to them so that they can use it in their own feeds. So like it's not that they have to use only our feeds. So that's one thing that we also like to tell farmers, especially those are rearing 1-2 pigs at home, that they don't need to go only with our feeds. They can just use the household wastage. They can just mix it with the feeds and they can just use it. It's not that since they are buying all of the feeds, they have to feed only that. It's not that, because they have also they should see that at the end of the day whether they get in the profit or not. So in most cases we don't calculate the profit. So that's how we always fail in our business also. Yeah. And then the market, as I said, it's a huge market. So what we are hoping is that we can see, even within our Tseminyü district, there are some 3-4 young people who have already started piggery. So in long course, I'm seeing that it will definitely go, and then we can stop the import of pig from outside, and locally we can also do that. So.
Okay, so very quickly, just very quickly, what are some of the short-term and long-term implications for your business?
Yeah, we have not thought about that, but what we have thought is we'll go a very long way. That's what we are thinking, and every planning that we have set 2024, we have set a target that we'll shift to a better location, and we'll try to bring automatic plants so that we can give not only to Tseminyu, but we can supply to all the other districts, and then also, if possible, outside of our state. So that's what we are planning. Because we had one very good response from FarmTech from Guwahati. There's a scientist, we sent our samples for them for testing. So after the result was, after the testing, he himself called us up, he was very happy with our sample testing. They graded A grade in Northeast. So he called us personally. He said you send your feeds, I'll just promote it for you. very happily. So but as of now we cannot do that because it's a small plant. So once it starts going out like here, so
Sure.
in the long term we are just we hope that it will grow.
Great.
Yeah, and we are hoping that like some more feed plant also might come in the future since we have already started. So
That's very much
we are
needed,
taking
no?
with our step, they might also come up. So yeah, it will go a long way. That's what.
Very promising, very promising. Is there any question you would have for Angelo? If not, we'll go to questions for younger and for brother Solo and yeah. Oh, okay,
I guess
okay.
that's it.
So, do you have among the four of you any questions for younger?
It's not a question, but like I think I heard that I was in Kohima. Sorry, I was in Kohima at that time, so I heard that in Tseminyü also like gym is going to be started. So like people were like lots of rumors were spreading. How come Tseminyü people did this? But when I came down and I saw that the way they've progressed, like really, it was I was really very happy the way people have approached them and then like they're doing their business. And we hope that they will flourish. Come a bit more gyms again.
Okay, that's a good comment. Any comments or questions for Solo here?
Okay, one question. Is there any possible chance for setting up a physical store in the future for your store?
Okay, thank you for the question. I think I forgot to mention earlier, or I've forgotten that I've mentioned. Yes, Tseminyü online store purely functions online as of now, and offline we have our own thrift store as well. We do thrifting and other small businesses, but Tseminyü online store is also planning to open a small outlet here in Tseminyü town, so that it could also be a stock point for our store. Yes, that is like our main dream. As of now, we want to open small outlets everywhere so that people can, like say, get access to the thing that shopping is really fun. Yes, thank you.
Okay, we're coming to the end of our discussion today, but before that, like since talking about us, we are from Northeast India and beyond, so we are looking at entrepreneurs and how to connect with entrepreneurs from Northeast India and beyond. So I want to give two scenarios, hypothetical scenarios, imaginary scenarios. For example, you are able to work or partner with a business entrepreneur in any part of Northeast India, Guwahati or Shillong. So what would you do, and how would you expand your business with that particular entrepreneur from Guwahati or Shillong?
That was a very interesting question. We like collaborators for Tseminyü online store. Like we said, we have collaboration with our own thrift page, and we have a friend who does jewelry designing. Tseminyü online store is in collaboration with that page as well, with that business. And then we have also done collaboration with Sasha label in the past days. Yes, so any collaboration is welcome, and it is very important that, again, because it helps the other people to experience what the other people is not experiencing. So it will also, because many people out there may not understand Nagamese, and some things are funnier in Nagamese than it is in English. So it depends, and some things are very funny in English, but it's not funny in Nagamese again. So that will also help us to learn other languages, so that we could also write something funny about the product in other languages as well. There will also be multicultural rhapsody because we also like promoting our own culture, so maybe we will be able to promote their culture to us and showcase our culture to the people out there as well. So for collaborations and all, we would really be glad if we ever get a chance to be working with people from out there.
Actually, in terms of language, I think Nagamese is understood in 3 or 4 states of Northeast India. So there is big potential. I think the same question now to Sasha. So.
If I happen to collaborate with outside the state, then it will be a very nice opportunity to promote our culture, our ethnicity. Like in Nagaland is very famous for tribals, our tribals culture, our traditionals, and also like even during one time, like one Indian designer, he without a permission, he did one costume with Chakesan clothing. So I think even that thing, like he used men's garments and women's, he made traditional men katu. He used to make women clothing, yeah. Even that one, so it became very popular. So like that, I think it will be very nice to promote our traditional also. So I will be very glad if I find that kind of collaboration with other states.
And the same question again to Angelo.
We also like to promote. Why should we always like buy from others when we are able to like produce ourselves? Like so, it will be a very good collaboration if someone from outside the state wants to collaborate with us and like start the business. So like we can also tell them like it's a product of Nagaland. So as of now, we have some friends from out of the states. They also wanted to take shares and then like they want to do it. But as of now, since we are starting very initially, so we also cannot straight away go to meet that process right now. The machineries also that we get through them, we can get it like easily. So even the spare parts, it will be very easily available for us. So like it will be very good. And then we can also like promote our feats, and then people will come to know like our Nagas. Oh, in Nagaland also there is a pig feed, like you can use it like instead of us always buying from Assam, we can also export it to them, and then they can also use ours. So our economy will start growing. Our economy will boost definitely.
See, not only outside, like Nagaland, Northeast, but within Nagaland also. Supposing Mokchong or Kohima, there is somebody who would like to wholesale your feed and sell it. Would you be open to that?
Right now we have from Jaluki, Mizipima, and then we have from Chimu, we have from Futsaro, Waka, and Zenepoto. We used to deliver for the poultry farm. Okay. So like right as of now, we are distributing in like almost every district. They also wanted to start. Yeah, so like young entrepreneurs, they are coming up. So slowly, we are hoping that through them, they will promote our feeds and like
both for poultry as well as for piggery.
Yes. Even in Kohima also, we have started, but we don't have our own. We don't have our own like store or outlets as of now.
It was quite interesting, very interesting, illuminating talking to you. We have discussed for a long time. Thank you for your patience and for sharing everything so frankly. We appreciate it. We have learned a lot.
No, I guess that's it from my side as well. But yeah, I think hearing from all of you, it's very important that you all or we all be our own cheerleaders, no? So yeah, I think that was one main takeaway from everything that they say.
Supporting one another.
Yes.
Having a network is very important, and that's what we also plan to do, having a media network among entrepreneurs so that we can share our thoughts and ideas, and you can also join our network and learn from other entrepreneurs. Keep on watching. We are making videos, the same type of videos from every district, from every, perhaps even from outside Nagaland also. We thank you for being part of Northeast India and Beyond, and for being part of Novo Symposium. Thank you so much. Thanks to our viewers also.
Thank you.